Listening Colour. Hi everybody, welcome to Listening Colour with me, Rachel Walker-Mason. I'm returning to one of your absolute favourite bands, and now one of my favourite bands. Bit more Nightwish for you. Here we go. Goes. Pause it there a sec just to say about, wow, that opening is heavy, that's grungy, and reminds me a little bit of Audio Slave, and there's kind of when they double the bass and the guitar, and it's really solid and heavy, and it feels incredibly bassy and bottom end. And then she comes in with this ridiculously perfect high opera kind of vocal, which I would never think of putting together, but it really works. I mean, they make these sonic landscapes that nobody else would think of putting together. Like during my music degree, I can't think of a single lecturer that would have said, oh yes, put those elements together, that's amazing. Nobody does that, and I love that they just do it, and it's incredible, and it just showcases what they can all do. They're such good musicians. Wow, I mean, she's just amazing, and she uses so many different vocal styles and vocal qualities, vocal tones, just in one song. So, Romanticide, that's a cool title. Is it like the killing of romance? Is she the killer of romance, or is the person she's singing about the killer of romance, or something else? That's a cool title. That's the kind of title, if someone told me that, I'd want to hear the song because I want to know what it was about. So let's look at these lyrics. God love and rest my soul, with this sundown never ending. The feeling is gone, yet you ain't gonna see me fail. I am the decadence of your world. I am an Ida covered in oil. Happy hunting, you double-faced carnivore. Wow. These lyrics are just absolutely amazing. They are so descriptive. I can just see the whole story. It feels like their music often feels like it's accompanying a film, and Ghost Love Score. I know some of you mentioned that that's a clue to kind of the way they do things, but I can so see it's almost like a kind of gorgeous, elaborate horror film. It's just stunning, isn't it? Happy hunting, you double-faced carnivore. Wow, that is such an insult. I love it. It's gorgeous. I am the decadence of your world. And I love the way that Floor is singing these different bits. So she's not singing all of it flat out. She's singing some of it in quite a relaxed, da, 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 kind of mid-voice, kind of slightly spoken, not putting too much effort in, because even when she's not putting a lot of vocal effort in, it is still so gorgeous and powerful because she's got such a solid centre to her voice that it's always giving so much presence. She doesn't really need to try sometimes, it's just there. I wonder what her speaking voice is like. Does she speak like that as well? Is it just like gorgeous when she talks? And then there's a bit later on in the second verse where she even moves slightly kind of playfully. You see her do this little wiggle with her legs, and like she sings it in a slightly more like taunting da 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 kind of playful way. And in order to do that, she has to add a little bit of twang, a little bit of brightness into her voice, and bring her larynx up a bit. And it just adds a little edge that's slightly creepy, but slightly playful and slightly kind of tricky. Kind of, it's really clever that she can just do so many things. There's, you know, I'm a vocal producer as well, and with a lot of pop artists, if you say to them, oh, try and use this quality, try and use speech quality here, try and add some twang, they don't really know how to, so their vocal often sounds pretty similar all the way through. But Floor, I mean, she doesn't even need a vocal producer. She probably makes these choices herself, and they're amazing. But it's so interesting to listen to this and think, oh, that's really cool. Oh, she's using this here, she's using that here. That's why the colour changes and it adds another edge. And that's why you guys love her, because she's always doing something interesting and incredible with her voice that just reflects musically what's going on. Her voice is really an instrument. It's like another, the voice is like another member of the band. It's like another guitar, another piano. It's amazing. She just, yeah, she's epic. I'm a fan now. I am truly a fan, and I'm waiting for my Floorgasm in this one, guys. I am waiting patiently. That moment when she just say it, that note is so beautiful. It almost sounds like she's singing an octave above. It's like when it's called harmonics, and when it's so perfectly in tune, it almost gives the frequency of an octave above. And so I almost couldn't tell what octave she was singing at, because it just was such perfection and fitting with the rest of the band. I almost had to listen a couple of times to that to figure out which octave she was singing at. If you see what I mean when you play that bit, da da, but it almost like you hear the da at the same time, even though it's not there. Amazing. She's good. Oh my gosh, I love that when a chorus, rather than doubling the speed of the drums, they half the speed, because there's a lot of kind of speed drumming in this, which is really fun. In the verses, it's like really powerful, and they drop into down, bum, 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 and that's really cool to do that, to go the opposite way. To most people, they kind of intensify things, they pull out and make things slower and more spacious in the chorus, which is amazing. I love that. Play this chorus is epic. It's so good. Leave me be and cease to tell me how to feel, to grieve, to shield myself from evil. Ooh. So what's happening with her character? What's going on? You guys will know. I know you'll know, because you always do. So please tell me. So is she going through a bad relationship? Is it about romance, or just about life in general and overcoming things that are not good for you? Because the next line is, ode of lies is killing me, romanticide, till love do me part. Or do we part, is that? Or love do me part, apparently. Till love do me part. That's interesting. Yeah. Till love do me part. That's an interesting line. Why is it written like that? I know some of you will know, because you just do. You know everything. You are just the most amazing fan base. Nightwish is so lucky to have you guys as their fans. You are just so good. And I'm so grateful that you're part of my channel and that you give me all this information that I didn't know. So if you know why it's till love do me part, please tell me, because that's a really strange turn of phrase. And I'd love to know what it means. It's gorgeous. And I love how the harmonies in this chorus come in, because quite often there is, from what I've listened to so far, Floor is the only singer and she just sings and it's epic, and the band just play their instruments. But here we've got backing vocals that sit at a really nice point. So they just give this really nice, slightly haunting harmony. It's sort of slightly awkward, it might be a fourth or something, so it sits harmonically slightly interestingly, which makes it feel slightly creepy. It's a beautifully sung harmony, perfectly in tune and in time and everything, but the interval is slightly, puts me slightly on edge, but I really like it. It's another brilliant element to add in, doing that half speed and then adding those amazing lyrics and then that harmony. It just changes the texture completely, and I see completely different colours. It goes very almost like a silvery grey in this section. It like drops into that from a heavier blue. In the verses, everything's very like tense and scrunched up, and then it drops into this silver with that harmony and the half speed and her amazing vocal. It's gorgeous. It feels like this tension and release in the song. And often with songs, there's less tension in the verse and more tension in the chorus, and they do the opposite here, which is really clever and really powerful. I didn't pause in the guitar solo then, just for you guys, so I might have to put $1 in the jar. God, that guitar solo was good. I feel like when they're doing instrumental solos, it's for a reason rather than just there should be a solo in it. You know how in all Bon Jovi songs, there's always a guitar, every single song, album track, single, all of them, there's a guitar solo in it. So they're all like 7 minutes long. That's fine, that's just their thing. But sometimes a song could do without a guitar solo. They don't always need a solo instrument. So I feel like when Nightwish put in a solo, there's a reason for it. It does something to the song. It takes us on more of a journey. It's like another character talking. So I always feel like everything's intentional with them, which is really cool. As a musician, we like to nerd out about stuff like that. And I'm sure you guys will tell me that guitar solo represents the devil or something or other, but it's amazing. It's so well played. If you like what I'm doing and would like to support me, then please buy me a coffee, or a tea as we say because we're British. The link is on the screen now. Doing that enables me to make more videos, to feed my family, to be able to pursue my life in music, which most of us know is a difficult path and not very well paid. So you supporting me means the absolute world. And thank you so much to everybody who's already done that, because it's making a huge difference to our lives. Honestly, it really is. We're so grateful. You can also support me through supers, and I want to give a couple of thank yous to the lovely people who have done that already through my supers, which I'm so grateful for, and through membership to the Colourwave crew. And we've got some new members and they are fantastic, and I'm very grateful to have them, and they will get access to new videos, to all kinds of things before the rest of you guys, unless you sign up too. I wanted to give a special thank you to the lovely, I think it's Ciuvi13, Ciuvi13, who has become a member, and I'm really grateful, and sent me the loveliest message. And they are a huge Nightwish fan, as many of you are, and said, I can't explain, but I fell in love with your reactions. In fact, it's the only community I've joined. That is honestly such an honour. I love that music can bring people together from across the world. That's one of the cool things about the internet, and that we can all find each other and enjoy Nightwish and other artists together, and we can all nerd out together and enjoy it and be interesting and strange together. I love that. So welcome to the community, and the rest of you are very welcome to join us too if you'd like. Okay, let's see what's happening after this epic guitar solo. Wow, I love how she drops out of that note. They're in that lovely harmony, and she drops out of that note. She's in full belt, and then gradually kind of drops out of it like a little glissando. Pad! And then she adds a little bit of grit to her voice as she kind of brings her vocal folds together to make that kind of tight sound. But it never seems to affect the quality of her voice. She adds this grit, this kind of fry and that tightness and things without it ever not sounding beautiful. I don't know how she does it. She's got a really special voice. People should study her and just see how she does things, because it's quite unusual. Her capabilities are really quite, and a lot of you have said like she's incredible, and you are right. But like there's vocal specialists that should study her, because she's really something else. Right. Let's see what happens next after this big drop-off note. Oh my god! Floorgasm, guys, floorgasm. Holy moly, what happened there? Okay, so we have Floor singing. Who's the other chap? Is that their bassist? Who, I've not heard him sing until this song. Blimey, what a voice. It is like a whole dialogue now between two people, and often it's the instruments providing the dialogue, but this is a full, literal duet at this point. And the lyrics are amazing. Wine turns to water, campfires freeze, love letters burn, romance is lost. Woo! I love it. I love how final their lyrics are. They really go for it. There's no kind of mincing around with like, oh, we might feel a bit sad. It's like, no, it's this, it's death. And it's so visual. It's like Dracula film or something. It's just amazing the way they write. It is so poetic and so just so full of imagery, and it's really intense. It's really dramatic and intense. I just love it. If I got into this when I was a teenager, I would have had, well, I did have long black hair for quite a long time and stuff, but I would have been obsessed. I've had the lyrics tattooed all over me and stuff, because wow, this is life-changing stuff. And then this end bit, temporary pain, eternal shame, to take part in this devil's chess game. Wow. And try to survive your stupidity. Wow. This is amazing. It's like letters that I used to write to my ex-boyfriend when I really didn't like him. It's that kind of stuff. It's full of venom and anger, and it's incredibly powerful. And that duet, good lord. And then that moment where they just go massive glissando, they just goes up and up. You're like, when's it going to stop? When's it going to stop? It's not, because Floor has the most unlimited voice, like Freddie Mercury kind of unlimited. And you think, oh no, she's going to stop at this octave. No, still going, right up into the rafters in full belt. Floorgasm, guys. That, I think, is my favourite Floor moment that I've heard so far. I have to listen to that again because it was so good. Ah. Good lord. And I love how it ends, just da da da, ending on a chord that isn't the final bum bum kind of chord. I love it when it just ends like that, kind of hanging on, like it's going to resolve, but it doesn't. Oh, it's so good. That was just beautiful. Oh my gosh, that was incredible. I would love to see that live. All the fire coming out and stuff, and that duet part at the end. And when they both do that glissando, and then she keeps going up, he drops down, and then he comes up again later. It just adds a whole different texture. And then, after that incredible floorgasm, moment, the drums, the drum actually even stands up. Like, he's really going for it, and he's playing da da, playing da bum 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 on the beat, and then he changes it to bum da da da, and it just pushes it on. It's like they're so talented musically, like so talented that they can do those things, and it never sounds out of time. It never sounds like anyone's gone wrong. They sound like intentional choices, and they absolutely nail them. It's just unbelievable to be able to make small changes like that, and then they add a beat or take away a beat, and they're all completely in time. They're just amazing. Imagine being in that band. Imagine being good enough to be in that band. Like, that'd be like the peak of being a musician, I would say. Like, to be good enough to be in Nightwish. You guys, what else shall I listen to? What other Nightwish things? I know you'll have a massive list, so tell me some more stuff I need to listen to. And thank you for all of your support that you always give me and all the information you give me, because I love it. I love nerding out with you guys. You are just the best fan club, honestly. Thank you all so much again for being with me while I watch Nightwish. Please remember to like, subscribe, share and comment. I love your comments. I read every single one and I reply to as many as I can. Have a colourful day.